ain't drunk. I'm just drinking.
But you're so high.
Oh man, you know I ain't high.
But you're so high.
Yeah, well I just take a little sip every now and then.
But you're so high.
Bam! Hey kids, welcome back. This is another day. Happy Friday. You're probably wondering, where's the boat? I am doing the boat. The boat is in progress. I'm still doing some fiberglass and it's been so humid. I'm waiting for everything to cure up and do that. So I decided we're going to do two projects at the same time. So we are moving on to the modification or the chop shop of the Great Plains rifle. I showed you guys this in an up-and-coming video earlier. And basically, my brother Patrick LeMay down in Kentucky gave me this, and he gave me the guts too, so we have everything. We're going to take this guy apart, and we're going to see what kind of shit we've gotten into. So, without further ado, we got to find my Allen wrench. Bam! Where did it go? Ah, for goodness sakes. Alright, bam. Be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Had to run in and grab some Allen wrenches. So what we're going to do, this thing doesn't have a lot of structural damage, has some little fill spots that we're going to fill. And it's a cool little bird, but we're going to make this a drone, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to put in a micro F3 Nano Omnibus with a GPS, and this thing's going to have return to home and all that stuff. This is supposedly an extremely fast bird. We're going to find out. That's why I'm putting a drone system in it. So, iNav, all that good stuff. So we're going to take the wing off, and we're going to take off, see, simple. Okay, a little bit of damage there. That's an epoxy fix. That's easy enough. Okay, never seen a system like this before. This is an expensive plane. When I looked it up, I was like, oh shit. Sorry, interruption. So this one doesn't have quite as much throw as this one, but we'll look into that. So that's just going to be a quickie epoxy fix. That's very simple to do. This looks okay. A little bit of no structural damage whatsoever on this. And what we're going to do with this is going to be a really cool little project. We're going to hydro dip the top and the top of the fuselage. It's going to be very, very cool. So this is a composite. Looks like feels like a wood with fiberglass overlay. So that's that. Now we're going to pop off the tail. You can see we're missing a screw. What we're going to do, we're just going to replace that screw, obviously. But we're also going to probably epoxy this back in so it's permanent. Okay, it's a very small bird. I think it's only like a 31-inch wingspan, maybe. So yeah, might do a little bit of extra fill in there. This looks okay. Looks like somebody's already fixed it once. That's an easy, we'll go ahead and sand that. We're going to do a pretty wild, but the bottom is not going to be hydro dipped. I'm only hydro dipping the tops because this is going to be much easier to see in the, we're going to do the bottoms in black and then we're going to hydro dip the tops. Yeah, it's going to be pretty sweet. So nothing to fix there. We'll sand that down a little bit. No big deal. And our fuselage looks really, really good. This thing is meant to run, if you're going to go really fast, off of a 2200 3S. We shall see. So, fuselage seems to be in good shape. Little bit of war wound there, no big deal. And there is our linkage. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. Hope to God you never have to fix the linkage in this thing. It's going to be a real pain in the ass. But we're going to peel off the stickers because we don't need those. And maybe, hang on a second. I think there's really no real damage. Not really. I think what I might do, see that? I'm going to reinforce these sides with a little bit of epoxy. Just epoxy. We're going to epoxy some plate in here. Looks like somebody had done some hot gluing. But other than that, this thing's actually in nice shape. It's not bad. So what we'll do, once I hydro dip this thing, we'll prime it. We're going to give it a scuff. We're going to get all these stickers off. This is, you know, yeah, we're hot rodding it a little bit, but we're still putting in the stock guts. Not stock, this thing doesn't come with guts, but the guts that came with it for me. And I am going to reinforce this because I think that's a little cheese. And we might reinforce this a little bit. Looks like somebody put a helicoil in there. I'm not sure what this is. Okay, the real master trick to this guy is going to be trying to fit all the shit that I want to put in here, because I want to put a flight controller, a GPS, power distribution board, and 3 servos. Yeah, gonna be interesting. So that's what we're gonna do. So first things first, we got to find some reinforcement plate or something to fix this up. So let me see what I can dig up, and we're just going to clamp some pieces right there. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Yep, I think we're good. Let me find something to reinforce this with. Bam, be right back. Well, looky what I found. I found some birch, what is that, 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch square stock. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut, looks like to about here. Let's see if I can find a pencil. Yeah, good enough. We're just going to go ahead and mark it just rough. Doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Then take our faithful Dremel tool. Poor little guy's getting beat. The boat project is coming along, by the way. Like I said, just got a couple little things to do. Yet another interruption. So there we go. We got a couple little birch pieces here. Like I said, nothing super exact. It's okay. And just going to measure, make sure they fit. Good there. And we could always use these as servo rails if we need to. And this one's going to go right there. Okay, so what we're going to do, be right back. Not my night for video. Sorry about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little cross hatch right here on each one of these, because that's what we're going to put our epoxy on. Give it a little bit of stick. Then we're going to take 2-part epoxy, and I'm going to layer it on here, and then we're going to take a couple clamps, 4 to be exact, and then we're going to just mix this even amounts, and we're going to put that on the struts, and then we're going to clamp them on the inside, probably towards the top, because I want the wing, that's where our wing's screwing into, and I want that to have some stick. So let's see, we'll make sure that these control horns do not hit. And then we're also going to take a toothpick, take that same epoxy, put it in here, right where that split's at, and we're going to fix that dude too. So, bam, be right back. All right, I went and mowed the lawn. Here we go, we're back. So, yeah, basically all we did, mixed up some 5-minute epoxy, used some hobby clamps. You get these for $1 Lowe's or whatever, and we just epoxied. Look at how much more rigid this is. Still could use a little help. I think I might put a little bit more back there, but definitely help the side structure. But yeah, needs a little bit of glue back there. And then this, we have this big ass honking fat boy on there, and we epoxied this. We'll have to sand that out a little bit, no big deal. Looks like the control horns of those servos broke. We'll have to buy some of those. Interesting how this wing is set up. Interesting. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. I will go ahead and mix up a little bit more glue, and then we're also going to do a little bit of patchwork in here. We're just going to lay some epoxy in here and sand this down. You're not even going to be able to tell once we hydro dip this. So we're going to do the bottom in black and hydro dip. So until probably tomorrow, bam, talk to you later.